I'm concerned for her hips. Now, first of all, I don't care who you are, and I've seen it way too many times. They can't do anything without a hip x-ray. You need a hip x-ray. You're 16 months. What I don't like about this situation, first of all, the way that she is bum shuffling, she's too cognitively advanced. I'm not worried about the developmental delays being cognitive. However, if she's structurally, inept to do it, and what's going on, and that's affecting her, then yeah, Houston, you have a problem. And she's only going to do what she's capable of doing. I hate to use this analogy. I could have a Lamborghini, which is gorgeous, and just the engine's fine, everything's fine, but if I have one tire under pressure, that car will never perform the way it was meant to, and it will also break down before it's meant to. And I'm not trying to say your gorgeous daughter is a car, but again, I'm just trying to use that visualization and analogy, especially when people are giving you the bum's rush. So first of all, after a year of doing this and her not going, what concerns me is the lack of bearing weight. I can understand that I didn't come to sitting and I missed a couple of milestones and those kind of things, which also happened. She didn't come to sitting through her back. She rolls to her belly and pushes up. But the fact that she's so clever, the way she can do a full scoot through this, and work around it, not bear weight, not do these things, I really would like to rule out that it's not structural of some sort. Usually when a child is bum shuffling, right, it's because I can't visually cross midline here. That's really the number one reason. And so I'm not going to crawl if I'm here and I can't look up. So I tend to stick my leg out or sit up so I can look up this way, but I'm looking up versus looking up, right? And so the eyes don't have that. And I'm not seeing that she's a vision issue. I'm seeing this totally as structurally. Anybody who sits there and manipulates the hip and they're looking for cracking for hip dysplasia, I don't feel at this stage. I think, and two, because she has been bum shuffling for so long, and it is soft tissue, which is a skeletal system, I don't want the pelvis to be torqued out, right? So I really think in many reasons, again, it's up to you. I know it's an x-ray. I know it's, and you might say, hey, Michelle, I'm not having it done. And that's fine. You know what I mean? When I'm not a doctor, I joke around, I just play one on TV, but no, I'm not a doctor. I don't do these things, and I want things to be in your best interest, right? But that doesn't mean they're necessarily in your best interest when they're coming from someone else. It's still a family decision. But to sit there and say that she's fine and try to blame it on her cognitive prowess, I'm not seeing it. I think the way what she's doing, she's pulling a rabbit out of her hat. She's way too clever, way too smart for that being a cognitive thing. I think I want to rule out structural. That being said, just had the coming to sitting course. I hope you did it, because that was really important, and that's what I'd be working on. And you really, again, the foundations, but the all crawls course, or again working on the standing course. But when you're saying she can't bear weight on the feet, again, I just think that she's tucking that hip. I would love to see a video on that, and I can give you a bit better directions as to where specifically you're going with the courses. Thanks.